Good morning, everybody. My name is Mr. Chuckles, and welcome back to Derail Valley Simulator, where you get to try out your own kind of trains like the D2, D3, D4, even a D6 locomotive. But we are running a very long train. Right now, we did accept, it's not in my inventory no more. Okay. So let's head back to the train station office. You can grab these two missions. Where are y'all? We ain't doing no more shunting. We already did all the shunting we need to do. I believe it's these two contracts. Should be. Because we was taking the same load, empty load and a full load to the machine factory. I believe this is it. Okay, we had to see if it's going to rain any. Nope. So we should be able to make this load work. It's kind of over our weight limit, just a hair, but we should still be able to make this work. It should be these two missions right here. An empty load and a loaded train cars. Not much, but we do have the license we bought last episode at the end, where we can actually take both of these loads. So we do already have the orders hooked up, ready to rock and roll. So I am going to move this. So let's go ahead. This right here is at the rear of my train, so we're gonna move this over one. If you think about it, you had to have whatever you have first in your inventory, so I had the right way the first time. So this is at the rear of my train. Wherever's at the rear of your train, you have to do first. So we had to unload this first. I was thinking of getting another D2. One for the front, one for the rear. Where it could be really easily, we can back up or go for it anytime we need to, like any other train in real life would do. So, let's go ahead and get this accepted. I don't have the contracts for this. What? I thought about that. I didn't buy it. I only bought the where I can accept one order and a train leaf one where I can have longer cars. So I also need to buy this contract also. But now I have my train active. I had to clear the fees again. Wonderful. $5,000 I had to clear. And they just shut off my train, so that's good. There, it's paid for. So, now let's go ahead and go buy the license we need. And before I do that, I want to see how much it's going to increase. Okay, it's not going to increase my insurance copay at all. And it will actually add a 5% time bonus deadline to my thing. So we will have a little extra time. But with all the contracts and licenses we bought, that should help it a lot. So, yeah, let's go ahead and pay for this. Now we actually own the license for it now. So, now we can actually take this order. Where did I put it? Oh, it's still in my hand. There. Because right now we're on the clock. So now I can actually take this long train. Okay, I don't think my handbrakes are on here set. Yeah, they're good. And I am hooked up, so that's good. So, we're going back to the machine factory. Right now we're at the sawmill. I will get it right soon. So, right now we're up here. So we don't have to worry about that one. We had to worry about this one. No, that's a straight through also. So we should be all good. So there we go here. We ain't going this way. We're going up this way. So we'll go ahead and get this all set up. Keep to the left. And that's the intersection, so we don't have to worry about that. Now we had to bring up the City West. Wherever I stuck it, I really need to fix this. City West. There we go. Okay, we're coming from down here. So we need to make sure we're going to the right. Keeping to the right. Keeping to the right. So, we got that taken care of. Now we had to make sure keeping left. Skip. Skip. Should. Yep. Skip. And machine factory. Alright, we all should be good to take these orders. Now let's hop in this train and get this thing moving. We got a hell of a long train. So, everything should be turned on. We got air in our main reservoir. Let's turn on the cutoff brake. Feed air to our rail cars. Okay, we're just waiting. Yeah, just waiting for it to finish filling up all the brake lines here. And of course we're doing this in the dark. So y'all know that's gonna be tricky. Okay, everything looks good. Almost ended a stupid moment. Put that in frontwards. A very heavy train. Every time. I forget to turn that off. Temperature on the engine's going down. We're going to go ahead and switch this light to on for the backwards light. Where we can see something back there. some more throttle. So I hope everybody's having a great morning. Really about to be afternoon, mid-afternoon. Right now we're going 15 kilometers an hour. And this is a negative slope, so we will be gaining speed. Dang, look at that long train. Okay, let me sit in my driver's seat. We're gradually making speed. 60 downhill slope. Okay, we gained some speed, so let's go ahead and cut back on the throttle a little bit. Save on some fuel. That's a 40, so we need to add some brake. Oh my god, it ain't working. Right now I'm adding the train brakes and the rail brakes. Because we do not want to derail. Uh-oh, I hear that noise. Something ain't happy. So let's go ahead and add some brakes here for my train. Alright, it says it's a 50-mile speed limit, so when you start hearing like a little scratching noises like on metal, it means your train's going too fast. You have to slow down. We're still going down here, we're gaining speed. Oh hell, that's a hell of a curve. Right now I don't have no throttle at all going. This is all coasting down a hill. 40. We're going 35, so that's still shooting pretty good. And now I had to add some brakes there. It's a 30-mile round curve. Right now we're going down on speed, so that is good. Pretty dang fast too. So we're going up a slope. So let's go ahead and add some throttle. engine's not getting hot at all, so we're good. Right now we should be approaching city's west district right now, so. And I should have all the tracks set correctly. And we're going at a good pace. But we are hauling a heck of a load right now. We got maybe around like 20 cars attached. So, it's just up here 40, and we're going exactly 30, but we're gaining speed, so let's go ahead and coast. Add a little train brakes. It's gradually going down, so we might add some rail brakes too. Because like I said, it's nighttime and it's harder to see my curves. Don't want to take no risk of derailing today. Alright, let's let go of the train rail brakes. Alright, all brakes are disabled right now, so see how the number's gradually going up. So we're going down a little tiny sleep right now, so. Right now we're delivering both of these loads. We are taking 2 contracts. A empty car contract and a freight delivery contract going to the same place. And whatever's first has to be delivered. That's what's at the end of my rail. Okay, we're gaining speed. Let's add some brakes here. Oh hell, that's a hell of a curve. That's a 20 mile an hour kilometer. Remember, you have to, wherever you let your whole train go through it. So I'm not taking no risk of derailing this train. So right now we just went over the curve. Let me move over here. So right now we just went over this curve right here. Right now we're entering City West, and I should have everything set where we go past them easily. Alright, we're losing speed, so let's go and disable that. That is fully coasting to City West. We should be able to do everything clearly up here. Speed limit in cities are very particular. If you don't go their speed limit, you will get fined. Right now, I am playing on full realistic mode. So fines, speed limits, you have to follow them all. Right now, we are carrying a hell of a load behind us, almost around 20 cars load. What's at the end of the train is some wood that's going to the machine factory. That's what we had to deliver first. Okay, we're going right. Going right. So we're all still set up here. We're coasting almost 15 kilometers an hour, so we're good. We got rail crossing coming up ahead. Alright, we can add some throttle to it now. And the temperature should be climbing a little. Just a little. Yep, there it goes. It is 20 miles per kilometer through City West. Alright, we're going to add some power. This is going to be a climb. Alright, our engine temperature's climbing. And this load is over our weight limit right now, just by maybe around 20 tons. But I think this D2 should handle it just fine, because it's empty car rails plus a load at the end. Alright, I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to go full open throttle. Because this is a hell of a climb. I remember it last time. Okay, staying right on 70 temp, so good. Oil's good and fuel. Our air's still fine. Now it should just be a straight stretch to the machine factory. Okay, I'm going to knock off a few on the speed of just a hair. Oh, we're going down that might be down a slate. But if I see my speed going haywire, I will have to add some train brakes just in case for derail. It says 80 miles per hour. How you know what kind of speed you're going? Just add a 0 to that and you'll be fine. If you're all new here, make sure you click that follow button or subscribe button. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, we are live on both platforms today. Make sure you click my video like if you're on YouTube. It helps my channel a lot. Oh boy, I need to slow down. We're still going up a hill, so if I see that needle drop too much, it's still dropping, so I need to add a little more. Oh boy, it's still dropping. I had to put it back to full throttle. We cannot slow down too much here. Should still be fine on speed. Yeah, this D2 is handling this hell of a load easily. Now we're approaching the coal plant right now, so but we're not making a stop there though. My speed is going down and I'm full throttle. So this is a hell of an incline. I don't have to worry about the speed limit because I'm not even reaching 60. I'm slowing down. No brakes or nothing applied, so it's having a little trouble. My engine temperature is going good still, so I believe we'll make it up this hill just fine. Maybe. So we have to deliver this in 96 minutes to get the time bonus. We have 96 minutes on this one also, so we should be fine to have everything delivered on time to get that time bonus. Now the contracts ain't worth that much, but after you beat the time bonus, it's around like maybe 12,000 each, maybe 15,000. All right, we're approaching the machine factory right now. So let's go ahead and pull this up. At C41. Let's add a little train brake for right now. You see where everything needs to be put at. Because right now everything should be up on the top of the hill. Yep, everything's on top of the hill. So where is... Dang, I hate doing stuff at night. I like to see for once. But nothing is not popping up. That concerns me a little. But we should be here though. So let's go ahead and make double sure. Let's go ahead and turn ourselves around here. Yeah, nothing ain't popping up, so Let's go find the train station office and see where we're at. Am I correct? We are moving. We was very, very smallly going down the hill. Right now I'm looking for the green flashing light that I do not see at all. God, I don't like that darn noise. This is where you can actually pick up some locomotives. Right now it looks like they have a D6, a steam engine that I would love to drive, a D2, and another D6. One of these days we'll be able to drive that steam engine. I cannot wait. Right now we're still looking for the office. I don't see this thing office nowhere. Why does this place look like City West? Well, we just came from City West, so. This game's also made for a VR too. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're here at the machine factory. I can hear my locomotive from way over here. Hell, I don't even see it nowhere. Alright. So yeah, we're here at the machine factory. But I don't know why it ain't highlighting none of my stuff here. Now it is. So, right now we're delivering the first load, and it's this one right here at C41. That's what's at the end of my train right now. So we're already here where we need to be. So we came from this way. So we need to mark our ways to the left. So we go to C. And it says 4. So let's go ahead and zoom up a little bit. And it's having a little trouble, and my engine's about to overheat. This train is still heavy. Okay, now we have this marker going the right way. The engine's not overheating no more, so the brakes have been disabled. Alright. Now we can see where we need to put on. Now if we scroll to C, we need to go to 4, I believe. Yep, 4I. We need to go to the right, then go to the right again, keep right, and that should put us in 4, and that should be an empty track, so, alright, now we should have everything set for this one. Oop, too fast. I slipped the rails quickly here. So yeah, we should go all the way to this last track right here. Okay, we can coast in there while I'm looking at the second order. And wants me to uncouple at C2S. It's a storage yard. So I had to back up the train and actually pull into 2S. But I had to make sure there ain't nothing on that track because it is a storage yard, so I might have to push. Yeah, my train's way down there. I had to get that last cart behind these two signs. Yeah, I was right. Right there's 2S right there. So I had to back this. I had to release the handbrake off that. All right, that should be good. Now I got a fun walk. Alright, now all I have to do is unhook this load. Let's cut off the air to it first. Come on. Alright, now we had to set the handbrake to make sure this order counts. Alright. Now we had to move. I'm down here. I'll go ahead and release the handbrake from this. It might fit, because the sign's way down here. Alright, we need to change this sign. We might have to end up changing it again. We also have to change that sign most likely, where we go to the right and hit this one. We just had to get past these signs here. Alright. Okay, let's look at our diagram here. We should be at the end here. Yep. So, we need to make sure we're staying to the right. And make sure that's left. So we should go straight into C2S. But am I over that though? We should be. Just in case, I'm going to drive a little bit more forward, just in case. You can never be too sure. Have that little extra protection. Make sure it's still set, just in case it re-tripped. So we're going to the right. Then we're going to the left, where we won't go into 1, we're going into 2. Alright, let's go and put this thing in reverse. Looks like it's going to the right track. It looks like it, but I won't tell it till I know. Looks like it is. Alright, I'm going in 2S. Okay, perfect. Miss Scred, how much track I have here with these? Because I do not want to damage that other rail car. I know I got insurance copay, but I don't want to pay more than I need to. Okay, I'm gonna go back there to see if I can hook this other rail car up where I can push it back. Yeah, see how close I was? I'm actually touching it, so I'm gonna have to hook up to it. Because I don't want to have no damages. Can't risk it. It moved just a little bit, so now I can actually, but I have to remember to unhook from that or it will give me a violation for an improper hookup. I'm just doing it where I won't damage the train. Rail car. Set the handbrake on this one. Now we had to unhook from this other rail car and set the brakes on this one. We won't get no violations. Perfect. Now we're all happy. Now I can turn both of these orders in, and we're done. No violations. 12,000 bucks. Yes, sir. And the second order. $20,000. So yeah, perfect. So right now we're sitting at $95,000, ladies and gentlemen. 95. So now I had to pick up and load this up. And we can do, because we do have the license for this one. That's most likely what I just brought in. Forest Central, we do have the license for that. Food Factory. Alright, let's line this all up. What kind of contracts we want to take next. Because we have the contract, we have the license for all of these. Good Factory, Sawmill, Forest Central, and Steel Mill. Not really paying out well on these three orders, but maybe one's on its way. We can do a drop off. So I'm gonna see here. Forest Central, where is that at? Forest Central, FRC. So it's right here, and we're way up here. We got one to the sawmill and steel mill. So well, we could take the sawmill and the steel mill orders, but I had to load up the forest. No, not steel mill and sawmill. The sawmill and the forest. This one and this one. These two. They pay pretty good penny. So, what we have to do, we have to load up this one first, and then put this one behind because this will be the first drop off. Because we're going down there anyway. Then we had to make our way to Forest Central. But let's make sure we go to the right wood. Yeah, Forest Central. So we had to load up this one first, and then this one. So let's go ahead and let's hook up, get this contract and this contract. All right, let's go work on getting all this hooked up. Before that, I am going to make it daylight, where we can actually see something. But let's go ahead and pay our fees. Get this engine turned off. So we had, okay, just turned it off. I just wanted the locomotive off because I forgot to turn it off. So right now, well, we're not going to sleep because it's about to be daylight. There's no point of it. So let's make our way to our D2. That's literally right here. So we're going to have to turn our locomotive around. There should be a turntable up ahead, should be. So let's take a look. So right now, yeah, we're down here. So we had to go onto an empty track back all the way up. Or we might not need to because we came in this way. And if you look at our map, wherever I stuck it, there we go. Oh yeah, we had to turn this locomotive back around because we came from City West. So I'm gonna have to turn this locomotive around, and where we can go back down, because we had to go all the way through all this to go to the sawmill and then to the Forest Central. And if I'm correct, this should be an empty track right here. Yeah, it's an empty track, so we don't have to full that far. We should have plenty of gas for all this. Should. So we should be unhooked from everything. Let's release the handbrake. Put in drive. We just need to pull up just enough to get past this sign right here. Because we're going to turn our locomotive around to head back down. Alright, I need to slow the hell down. I'm going to end up derailing this train already. It's going to be so embarrassing. Oh, I hear scratching. Bring it down to 20 kilometers. The rotation table should be over somewhere over there. It's right there. Alright. So what we're going to do, we're just going to turn this thing around, go find our orders, hook them all up. But remember, we're going to have to hook up this one first, because this is going to be our last stop. I think I saw it over there somewhere when I was backing it up. Okay, I'm going to the left. Okay, we can coast away on those. Alright, let's go get this baby turned around. Dang, I would like to drive this train, the S282 steam power engine. Can't fit. Oh boy, I cannot wait to drive that one. cannot wait. I can turn the rest by the rest of it. Alright. So if you're all liking this so far, make sure you click that follow and subscribe button, or follow. And make sure, yeah, the follow and subscribe button, because every follow and subscribe helps out both of my channels very much, and I do appreciate it. And I will also follow y'all back if y'all also streamers. I always do a follow for every person that always follows my channels. To help them out also. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you always make sure before you accept these contracts, go ahead and hook up the cars to your train and have everything prepared and ready, and to make sure you also change your track layout too, or you don't have to do it when you're trying to panic, trying to change it at the last second. Okay, I can let my engine coast from here. Alright, this is the first one we're going to be hooking up. And it should tell me where it's at. Oh, it won't tell me where it's at because I didn't accept it, so I had to go look for it. But I know I saw this somewhere a while ago when I was looking for the train station office. Alright, I'm so glad I stopped here, because there it is, right there. So I need to pull back forward. Just had to get behind this end to switch tracks. Okay, let's get my handheld out ready. Okay, we're going to the right. Actually, we need to go to the left. And then go to the right. I should let myself coast the rest of the way. Add a little brake. I just damaged the load because I went in too fast. Not there yet. Okay. Now I need to find this one. Looking for FH72, and this is it. Wait, don't they have a shop here? They do. So where is the shop? It's over by the turntable. So let's see if we can, because I am looking for a certain piece of equipment. It's called the locomotive controller. It's where I can control the locomotive. It's really used for two. You can actually choose which one you want to pair it to. There it is, the shop. And they might have it here. What the hell is that thing? Wireless MU controller. Huh. Amp lighter. High-tech headlight left. Oh, okay. I guess these are headlights for better seeing. Okay. Remote signal booster. Oh, I guess where we can so this is if I need to buy this. Where is that piece of machinery anyway? Ah, there you are. 35K. Yes, I will add that to my list. And yeah, I might go ahead and buy the booster. I wonder if I had to mount this. The gadget that allows you to operate in multiple vehicles wirelessly. Requires multi-user license. Okay, I don't have that license. I'm not gonna worry about it. So that's the only one I'm really worried about right now. So yeah, take my money. Oh yeah. Now I can actually be at the end of the locomotive to help me out a whole lot more. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting this back in my inventory, and I am going to move everything down because this is going to be right next to my switch. This is not going to never be changed. Except these two, I'm going to keep these unlocked because, hell, need to. Alright, we should be all good. I see my D2. So, let me see how this works. Pair. Power. Alright, now I'm paired. Alright, I'm gonna have to set some buttons for this. Controls. Items. Others. Hmm. I do not know where. Huh. Trying to figure out where is the controller for this thing. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's my normal controls I already use already. Okay. Perfect. So now I can actually be on my locomotive, and I can actually control it by the train. Nice. This right here will help me hook up my car rails much easier. It is still moving. So, we do need to switch tracks up ahead. It's going to be close to the second one here. Alright. See what I mean? This is much easier for me to know where I'm at the end of the train. Yeah, this is gonna help me a lot. So how much money do I have left? 60K? Okay. Okay. So now we're going to switch to the right. Keep right. Keep right. And left. Okay. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, this is so freaking cool. This helps me out a whole lot more. Not always guessing how far I am to that car rail, other cars. Now I can really see if I mess up somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna let coast. Okay, everything's going on its right track. And this thing does have a limit. Okay, let's go ahead and add some brakes. Makes this a whole lot more easier to hook up. Alright, just a little tad more. Okay, stuff is getting a little glitchy. I don't know if I can hook this up, how far distance it is. Nope. What I could do is I could add some brake. Okay, let me try that. Not close enough yet. Alright, now I'm guaranteed. Did you just move? Don't move, please. Okay. Now we're hooked. And train lock is all the way at the end. And how heavy was these two combined? 144 tons. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, I need a second D2. Or even better, do I have enough money to upgrade to another locomotive? Because I need something with more oomph to it. Maybe I can go ahead and jump down to a, oh boy, decisions. Oh my god, I cannot wait. So, where is my booklets? There it is. Because this right here was what we're doing right now. We can do a 300 in grade, but we need something better. I'm not driving a manual. Or the S286 steam engine train. Oh boy, I really want this. But most likely it's going to be so expensive. I might have to go for a D4. It's the next upgrade, and it does have enough power on an incline. It says it can carry 2,000 tons on a sunny day with no incline on it. Let's see how much it is to D4. I think I know for sure I saw one here. I had to clear my license. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. This shuts down my engine. Okay. License. Let's go ahead down to the vehicles. 50K. I have exactly enough for a D4 license. Whew. Oh my lord. Alright, let's check something out here. It raises my insurance copay up to $10,000. And I already have license and I already increased it by already now. So most likely I'm looking at maybe a $15,000 to maybe $18,000 copay. But dang, this right here will help us so much. I wonder. Where are you? There you are. Same price. It's same price as the D4. This is the S2S82 steam power cold train. Oh my god, I want it. I want it bad. But right now, I have to wait just a little bit longer. Oh no. I need Train Link 2 in order to buy this license. It's 20K, but then I won't have the money for the train. I gave my hopes up. I'm so sad now. That increases it another $10,000. Poop. I really wanted that D4. But I can't afford it right now. So I might end up having to get a second D2 for me to haul this order. So I have to go to the train yard down here. It's right up ahead. God dang, so far much of a walk. See, this right here is the D4. No, that's the D6. There's the D2. So I'm gonna have to grab a second D2 for me to do this. Because I can't afford a D4 right now. I had to let the regular hour build up. Well, while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and go to the restroom very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, while I'm waiting for my reservoir to fill up. Or I can have breaks. Just give me one moment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. And I don't have that blue cable license yet, but I might have to end up buying it for me to run both of these trains at the same time. So most likely we're going to go ahead and buy the multi-unit license where we can connect both of the D2s together, where we can have where it can be always in sync with each other. Everything should be already set, everything for everything, so. Because I know this D2 might by itself might be able to handle all them rail cars, but I'm not going to, trust me, everything's going to be heavy on me, so I'm not going to take a risk. Alright. We're hooked. So I'm going to have to go actually buy the second utility license for me to do this. I know I can do it without it, but I have the controller for the second one. It'll be just more simpler for me to just buy the utility license and where I can have more cars connected. Be more safer that way. So we might not get the D4 this episode, but maybe next episode. We don't have no rain in the forecast today, so. Okay, I have never in my life used this compass once. There we go, 30K. Now we own that license. So now we can connect the blue cable to the second D2. I really wanted that license for the D4. But like I said, you have to do what you can do, ladies and gentlemen. I did not put my I didn't accept none of these licenses yet, but I do have everything hooked up. Just have to take off with it. But before we do that, let's go ahead and plan for all this. Because we had to go to the sawmill down here. And then go to the Forest Central over here. So I had to go to the right, keep right, go to the left. That's an intersection, so we don't have to worry about that, but just in case, keep left. So, we're at the machine factory right now, so we had to keep right. That's the intersection, don't have to worry about that. Then we had to go to City West, I believe. I think that's what it was. City West, yeah. We're coming up from here. Keep left. Intersection we don't have to worry about. Intersection we don't have to worry about. Then we had to keep right. Intersection. Then City West for our first drop off. And let's go ahead and plan for 4 Central. So we need to go to the right. Keep going through. Go to the left. Intersection. So we should be going into Forest Central on this side. So we're all prepared. So let's go ahead and accept both of these orders. Now we're officially on the clock. Now, if we didn't do all this pre-setup and all that, that would have been wasting some time. We need every bit of time we can do, ladies and gentlemen. Now we just have to hook up the second D2 to our machine. Okay, let's go ahead and hook the brake lines, turn them on. Hook up the multi-unit cables. Alright, we should be all fully hooked up. So I wonder if this turns on this locomotive after I pair it. So let's go ahead and pair locomotive after we turn it on, because it's not turned on yet. And brake released. Now let's make double sure. Let's add some brakes. Yep. So I want to make double sure. I wonder if it turned on the second locomotive. That's a no. So if we turn on the brakes, we'll make sure both of them's open. Yep, it worked on both. And now we're still driving on neutral, but that should all change. Okay, everything looks good. Now let's make sure that switch that in. And it did. Okay, that's good. Everything's connected, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I think we're finally ready to take this fun load to the sawmill. Okay, Forest Central, we don't have to worry about this one right now, because that's going to be our last stop. This is the one we need to do. Let's go to the sawmill. Alright. Hey, hon. Honey? Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I had to text somebody. Right now we are on our way to the sawmill right now. It's a hell of a track, but we should be able to have everything done correctly pretty soon. Right now I'm going 50 kilometers an hour, and that's kind of a bit fast. I need to slow down. Shit. I finally got my load together. Yeah, all this, yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. This right here will be our last delivery we'll be doing today. I am having guests coming over pretty soon, so I'm hoping I can have all this done before they get here. We're still gaining a little speed. 60 through here, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of brake on both ends. We are stopping a lot, and this is a hell of a down lift. Right now we're just coasting. Okay, I'm gonna just let it coast from right now. Okay, we're picking up speed like crazy. Okay, that sign right below all the way to that, that's called level. So there's no upgrade or downgrade that we don't have to worry about. Right now we're going 52 kilometers an hour, so that should be a good speed for us to deal with for right now. Like I said, we are taking 2 contracts right now. One to the sawmill, where that's what's at the really end of my training cars right now. And then I have another one going to the Forest Central. They're both a drop-offs with loads on them. Forestry equipment, and yeah, everything's going pretty good so far. And now we're going exactly 50 kilometers an hour. So I guess we had an upgrade, uphill grade a while ago. We didn't know. Oh boy, we're in Central City. Can you slow down? I'm going way too fast. I caught that just in time. That's why you don't ever need to walk away from your train while you're playing, because you can easily derail. Look at that long train. This is going to be delivered to us Forest Central. That's, uh-oh. I heard that scrape noise. Now we're going into an incline. Now the engine's not getting hot, so we're still good. It's 20 kilometers an hour around this curve. should be getting close to being past it, so I'll go ahead and speed up a little. Right now we passed this right here, so now we're heading down to the sawmill. That's our first drop off. We should be there in like maybe a couple of minutes. Now I am rocking 2 D2s now because this is a hell of a heavy load. I wanted the D4 but didn't have the money for it. It's around like 50K. And then on top of it, I had to spend another 30K to get the Train Link 2 license before I can even buy the D4. That is City West. We just got out of here, so right now we're making our way down to Sawmill West. Then after we drop off that load, then we're heading to Forest Central. I am going to move both of these over. Okay, that's a 30-mile climb. Right now we're below 30 kilometers right now, so we're still good. I'm going to cut down the power just a little. Look at that long train. It's only 40 through here, so I can increase my power. So, right now everything is running pretty smoothly so far. We are making our way to the sawmill right now. We're almost there. Are they here? Imagine this is only half throttle on both these D2s. Look at that long train. Now that half part right there is going to the sawmill. This right here is going to Forest Central. Kilometers around up here. Not worry about it because I'm going to go in 25 kilometers. And the engine's sitting at 45,000 degrees, so we're good. $4,500, I mean, not 1,000. Right. I did just increase the power a little bit just in case, because I know this is a heck of a climb for this D2s. Because remember, I was going 25 kilometers, now I'm going only 21. Might have to go full throttle. Now, if I only had just the one D2, it would never made this hill. Hold off the power a little bit. Alright, we're here. First things first. Wants to be delivered to C31. Okay, I'm actually going the right direction. C1 right here. So we passed this one and now we're here. So let's go ahead and go to C. C1, so we're going to the right, so I'm already going. Okay, that is a problem. There is something already there. Oh, that's 3I. C3I. Okay. I was starting to say, there should not be nothing on that darn track. So, let me see here. We need to be going to the left and then right. See how it's about to overheat because there's too much. Okay, this is where the controller's going to come in handy. But I am going to hop back in for a second to turn on my headlights. I got it backwards. Like I said, this is a long train. I really had to watch my signal too. If I lose a signal on this controller, that train will be going by itself. Alright, here comes the loadout I need to be dropping off. Alright, I'll let coast. Here comes the end of the train. Josh is here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end it right now. And we will be back a little bit later this afternoon to finish everything else.